Yo, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the video for Digimon Storytime Stranger. My name is Ventus SGN. In this Digimon Storytime Stranger video, I'm going to show you as quickly as I can how to spirit evolve into Agunimon, Lobomon, and Lanamon. Now, really quickly, before I get into all that, I want to give a huge shout out and just a really big thank you to all of my new subscribers and returning viewers. I appreciate you guys so very much for breathing new life into this channel. It's been such an overwhelming joy, and your support has given me newfound energy. So from the bottom of my heart, and I'm not just saying this, thank you so much. Okay, so first things first, if you are starting out your game and you're still in the human world, which is technically an intro to the game, go to the store and buy these two items: barbecue skewer set and fruit tart. You cannot spirit evolve without these two items, and when spirit evolution becomes available at its earliest, if you don't have them in your inventory, you'll have to wait like I did for a long time before you can spirit evolve. So if you're just a little past when you first arrived into the digital world and still have a save file that's back in the human world, trust me, it's worth it to go back and get on that save file and get the items beforehand. It's what I would have done. But if you're already in the digital world and you've done, like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 hours of questing, don't worry about it. Just keep going. Alright, so spirit evolving, you can do it as early as Agent Rank 3, which, if you've been doing every single side mission along with your main story missions up until the time you arrive in the digital world, you should be already at Agent Rank 3. And just as a side note here, listen, do yourself a favor and do every side mission as soon as they become available, because they give you anomaly points which raise your agent level, and that is literally the most important thing in this game, in my opinion, is raising your agent rank. So they don't give out a lot of anomaly points, all right? So you got to get them where you can get them, and you really have to go do those side quests, man. They really need to give us more, but you can't afford to miss any. I missed 2 in the very beginning, and I'm kicking myself in the butt. So when you get to the digital world and you are Agent Rank 3 and you have the necessary Digimon for Spirit Evolution along with those items, the Fruit Tart and the Barbecue Skewer, you're ready to go. You only need to do a few more steps. Now, those necessary Digimon are Kudamon, who will Spirit Evolve into Lobomon. Then there's Coronamon, who will Spirit Evolve into Agunimon, and then Gizamon, who evolves into Lanamon, though it's not technically classified as a Spirit Evolution in this game like it was in the anime, or maybe I'm just mistaken about her Digivolution process. Either way, you'll need those 3 Digimon to become the Spirit Warriors from Digimon Frontier. Now, these Digimon are different than the other Digimon because they have something called mode change, where they can change form at will back and forth in a process called mode change. Lobomon mode changes to Kindogurumon, Lanamon mode changes to Kalmaramon, and Agunimon mode changes to Burning Greymon. Okay, so to do it, you need to progress your game's main story to the point where you unlock the Factorial Zone. This comes shortly after the boss fight with Parrotmon. In the Factorial Zone, you must reach the boss fight there with Volcanismon. After you defeat Volcanismon, he becomes your ally so that when you return to him after you fight him, he can craft Digi-Eggs and human spirits. You'll need the human spirit of light to transform into Lobomon and the human spirit of flame to transform into Agunimon. Now, the trick here is needing those items from the human world, the Fruit Tart and the Barbecue Skewer, because you can't get them in the digital world, and when you get to Volcanismon, you won't be able to go back to the human world to get them. So if you have those items, you're golden. You just need to go get the skill discs along with them, which those are easily picked up in the in-between theater at the bar across from the Digifarm station. For Lobomon, you're going to need 1 Saint Knuckle 1, and then for Agunimon, you're going to need Wolken Palm 1. So what do you do if you don't have those items, the Fruit Tart or the Barbecue Skewer? Well, you have no choice but to wait. You got to progress your main story for the next few hours, and eventually you'll get to a part in the game where you get to return to the human world where you can buy those items. And then after a little bit more story progression, you get a chance to return to the digital world again. Now, without trying to spoil too much of the game, but shortly after you get back to the digital world for the second time, you can't go back to the Factorial Zone right away. You'll need to complete a few missions first. But when you do get to the Factorial Zone, be sure to talk to this Digimon, Gardamon Gold. he'll have the human spirits and beast spirits for you to buy in place of Volcanismon. But you still will need to have the fruit tart and the barbecue skewers, so be sure to buy those items as soon as you get back to the human world. Like when I got back to the human world for the first time, that was literally the first thing that I did. It was my main priority. Now, when it comes to Lanamon, your Digimon just needs to have a crap ton of SP and intelligence. Exactly 1580 SP, that's skill points, and 1130 intelligence. So if he's lacking in those like numbers, just take him to the Digifarm in the in-between station and train up both of those things separately like this until he has the right numbers. Now, by now, you should have the option to spend yen to quick complete training. So if you don't want to wait for the training to run its natural course, you can do like I did and Digivolve Gizamon to Lanamon as soon as possible. Now, one last thing, someone in the comments of a previous video had a question about Digi-Eggs and if they were a one-time use. So once you have them, you can use them over and over again. The same with the human spirits and beast spirits. I have them all in my inventory and I can continue to create spirited armor Digimon like a factory. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. If you did find it helpful, you can show me your thanks by leaving a like. Let's try to hit a like goal of something insane for this video, like 500. I think that'd be pretty dope to see 500 likes on this video. Now, if you guys have any questions or comments about this or anything else Digimon Storytime Stranger related, feel free to drop them in the comments, or hear me out, you can directly hit me up on Twitter at x.com/VSGNsocial. The link will be in the description. That's x.com/VSGNsocial. I will follow you back. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.